Lindsay Clancy. So if you guys have been living under a rock, you will probably not know what is going on here and what the case is about. Essentially, the whole case is about a mom who unalived her three kids, and it's very controversial right now because to many people this should be a very cut and dry case. She did something terrible, she admitted to it, but it's very controversial in the aspect that a lot of people are actually supporting her and showing her this immense amount of love and complete understanding for everything that she did. I do have to say that it's not just exactly that. Obviously, there are so many reasons why she did it, why she claims she did it. And it's not alleged because she did admit it. Her whole defense is not denying that she didn't do it. But to just kind of give you the little spiel on it, she is a mother and she was going through postpartum depression. And that is one of the things that, is often overlooked. Even as a mom, a lot of the times mothers are told that, you're supposed to be tired. You just had a kid. What else do you expect? Your whole energy is going to be all over the place. But unfortunately, it seems like this is what happened. But unfortunately, this is not a good reason for her because many people feel this is not a good enough reason to, absolutely go and destroy, everyone's lives and just absolutely take control in such an evil way. And the more that I look into this case, I am seeing that there are so many people too that are blaming the husband because the husband allegedly had drugs hidden in his car and he had to come clean about them. But there's also another side of this whole story where she was often asked to get help. And there are a lot of records here that, and again, this is all alleged. Obviously, I'm not saying that this is something that is proven. The trial is still ongoing, but there is alleged accounts that she kept discharging herself from many hospital stays that she was going to, that the doctors and, the people that were talking to her all told her that she would be good to be discharged. And unfortunately, this ended up happening. And she had three kids. So a lot of people want to feel like they understand she may have been going through it. It was a lot of work. And then there is yet another, part of the evidence and community here that feel like, the husband is working from home. They had a nanny. He had money to help her out in case she needed help. And this all ended up still going down. I think the biggest thing that makes many people skeptical about her feeling like she didn't know what she was doing or it was a psychotic episode break or she is innocent even though she did it is mainly because, allegedly after she took her kids out, she actually attempted to take herself out as well by jumping from a 2-story balcony. And I think this is one of the things that a lot of crime readers will look into because how is it that, you make such a decision like that if you had no idea what you just did? Like, I honestly want to understand why people are so inclined to believe someone that absolutely did just such a despicable thing. Like, despicable is honestly such an understatement. It's just a very evil thing to do. And it's very crazy how the community is split between two because I keep seeing this whole double standard argument about the whole Chris Benoit case. If you guys don't remember, the wrestler Chris Benoit essentially did the same before he took himself out, and he's been vilified by everyone entirely, even though there are still people that feel like he was set up. So I do understand that there's always communities that take different sides because that's just the way that things go. Nobody's ever going to agree unanimously on a subject. There's always going to be someone giving pushback from either side of the story. But overall, this is just one of those cases that to me specifically feels like it's very cut and dry. She admitted to what she did. She was definitely going through it. And it's just crazy that many people still feel like she's innocent here and the husband did it and she had nothing to do with this. At least that's what I'm picking up on the whole story. And it's really sad because these kids were not even getting started with their lives, and now they're just gone just like that. And it's really sad how everything's still running here, because you see Lindsay still has insane support, and when you see her sitting in court, you just kind of see her just staring with such wide eyes. It's like if she's playing the mentally ill card, like she's definitely trying to get an Oscar on that, because whether she did it intentionally or she was actually not in her right mind, it's just visual clues that she's doing. Usually when someone wants to appear to not be in the right head, they'll have this type of stare, they'll have this wide eye stare. And like, I understand that it's much more evidence that needs to be investigated, and like this whole case still needs to be concluded, but I think there's a reason why many people feel like she is guilty, and not just because she admitted to it, but it's mainly just because of all the circumstances and everything that just adds up. And of course, there's people that feel like some of the crime evidence pictures point towards, you know, the husband having some hand at this. And I can understand, obviously, like everything is still ongoing. No one is innocent yet. No one is guilty yet. But it's truly a fascinating thing how people are so willing and able to pick sides when, you know, kids' lives were terminally affected. I just want to kind of talk about this too, because it really hits close to home. It's really weird how the community is so quick to divide on such a huge thing. And I understand, like, everybody wants to look at the facts before everything's gone, but some people won't even look at the facts. They automatically think that she's innocent even if she already admitted to it. And that's one of the things that kind of annoys me about this whole case, is that you clearly don't know the whole evidence, but you are upset at other people saying that she is guilty, but you don't even have evidence about it, and you're saying she's not guilty. Like, everything is still ongoing. I just want to see how this whole case is going to wrap up, because I think this is going to be a huge testament of what kind of system we're still in. At the end of the day, she did admit to it, though, you know, she may not have been in her right state of mind. I think that's a conversation to have 100%. But all in all, it's just, I feel it's very cut and dry, and it's kind of interesting how the community is so willing to have debates and arguments over this. That's about it, guys. Goodbye.